A lioness was sunbathing on a rock when suddenly a hunter took aim at her. With a gunshot, the lioness fell to the ground, barely alive, and a dog ran over to lick her wounds. The lioness wanted to chase the dog away, but the hunter was closing in. The dog tried to drag the lioness to a safe place, but it was too weak. The hunter arrived, scared the dog away, and shot the lioness again. As soon as the dog entered the jungle, it witnessed its harshest. Its name was Bunji, a famous dog with millions of fans, but it had fallen on hard times. Suddenly, it heard crying. Bunji followed the sound and discovered a litter of lion cubs. Bunji realized these cubs belonged to the lioness. What would happen to them now that she was dead? Suddenly, it noticed an eagle in the sky, a natural enemy of lion cubs. So, Bunji decided to protect them. The cubs crawled all over Bunji, even searching under him for milk. But Bunji was a male dog and had no milk to give. Afraid the cubs would starve, Bunji brought back fruit for them, but they only ate meat, not plants. Bunji didn't know what to do. Then, a rabbit suddenly hopped in front of him. He quickly gave chase, but the rabbit was too fast. After hours of pursuit, Bunji cornered the rabbit, but seeing the trembling rabbit, Bunji couldn't bring himself to harm it. He just licked it and walked away. On the way, he saw the hunter's house and noticed a roast chicken. Bunji immediately headed for the chicken, but the hunter came out. Bunji hid behind a woodpile, watching the hunter take the chicken inside. Bunji was disappointed, but he saw two more chickens hanging on a line. So, he climbed the woodpile, grabbed one, and yanked it down. He ran off with the chicken and gave it to the cubs, eating only wild fruit himself. After 2 days, the food ran out, and he decided to get another chicken. But this time, the hunter was prepared and caught him. The hunter knew Bunji's identity and planned to collect the reward, so he tied him up. After the hunter went inside, Bunji tried to break free, but the rope was too tight. He could only lie down dejectedly. At this moment, a gray wolf appeared behind him, intending to attack. Clever Bunji used the rope to knock things over, alerting the hunter, who came out and chased the wolf away. At this point, the hunter thought the wolf had stolen the chicken, so he released Bunji. While the hunter was tidying up, Bunji grabbed a chicken and ran off. The hunter wasn't angry. Instead, he smiled. On his way back, Bunji saw a lioness and a cub. He thought of finding a new mother for the cubs. He ran over to get the lioness to follow him, but due to the language barrier, the lioness thought Bunji was challenging her and drove him away. Bunji didn't give up. He planned to bring the cubs to the lioness, but a helicopter suddenly appeared, scaring her away. It turned out Bunji's owner was looking for him. Bunji almost ran to him, but seeing the trembling cubs behind him, he chose to hide, watching the helicopter fly away. If he left, the cubs would be doomed. After that, Bunji led the cubs to find the lioness. As they walked, a brown bear suddenly appeared in front of them. The bear was scratching itself on a tree. One of the cubs couldn't tolerate it and confronted the bear. The bear ignored the cub, but the cub kept provoking it. Feeling insulted, the bear roared, scaring the cub away, but the cub ran in Bunji's direction. These mischievous cubs were a handful. Bunji quickly ran to the other side, hoping to attract the bear. The bear chose to chase Bunji. Bunji was fast and soon left the bear behind. The bear, exhausted, lay down and rolled on the grass, ending the threat. Bunji was about to return to the cubs when the gray wolf appeared again. Bunji ran quickly, with the wolf close behind. Suddenly, Bunji darted under the bear's legs. The bear, seeing the wolf, thought it was also challenging him and attacked. The wolf fled with its tail between its legs. After reuniting with the cubs, Bunji saw the helicopter land nearby. His owner, leaning on a cane, anxiously called for Bunji. Bunji wanted to go to him, but looking back at the homeless cubs, Bunji once again watched the helicopter fly away. Suddenly, an eagle circled overhead. Bunji quickly ran to the cubs, but the eagle swooped down and took one. Bunji was helpless. Now only 3 cubs were left. Bunji followed the scent and found the lioness again, leading her to the 3 cubs. Unexpectedly, the lioness got lost again, and Bunji almost fell off a cliff trying to find her. It used his paws to slowly climb back up and mark the location. To prevent the lioness from getting lost, Bunji blocked the path with branches. Just as he was about to bring the cubs to her, the gray wolf appeared behind them. Bunji was terrified. The wolf eyed the cubs hungrily. Without thinking, Bunji attacked the wolf. Bunji knew he couldn't defeat the wolf, so he used a trick. He ran to the cliff edge and hid in the bushes. The wolf, unaware of the cliff, leaped confidently and fell to its death with a tragic cry. Bungie quickly carried the cubs to the lioness' path. The cliff was steep, but Bungie used all his strength to bring the 3 cubs up. Exhausted, Bungie collapsed, and the cubs cuddled next to him. At this moment, the lioness appeared. Seeing the cubs, the lioness understood Bungie's intentions. Bungie pleaded with the lioness to care for them. She gently licked the cubs and lay down to let them nurse. Bungie walked past them, looking back occasionally with a tear in his eye. The cubs gazed at him affectionately. Bungie lay on a rock wall. As the helicopter rose behind him, he knew he could finally reunite with his owner.